This Town, A Complete Metaphysics by Thomas O. Scarborough. Philosophy, particularly that of the great names in philosophy, over time influences everything. Perhaps 20, 40, 60 years later, it profoundly influences art, music, literature, architecture, sexuality, economics, politics, and often right at the end of the line, theology. Yet the simplest metaphysics, which are systematic panoramic philosophies, were and still are awfully difficult to understand. Descartes, who was the first modern metaphysician, according to computer analysis, is understandable from about 17 years and up. That is still very hard. Now, with my new book, This Town, I have sought to bring down the level of a metaphysics several years below Descartes. And the way that I achieved this was to concretize abstract thought. First, you take an abstract statement, for example, holism is the theory that parts of a whole are in intimate interconnection. Let's concretize that. A cat is a whole, the parts of which are in intimate interconnection. Now let's concretize that one more step. A man held in his hands the chief's favorite cat. He said, "Chief, let's remove some parts," and so on. We have now completely concretized an abstract concept. That is a three-step concretization that I follow. With this method, it is now possible to write a metaphysics that leaves nothing out, nothing of importance, that is absolutely systematic, which is carefully reasoned throughout, yet reads like a story, and in this case is 8 years below Descartes. Just to be sure that there is no exaggeration, the book is advertised for adults and teens. I was privileged also to have an artist who drew many wonderful illustrations for the book. Now it's important to understand the meaning of the subtitle here, A Complete Metaphysics. This is not just metaphysics. There are many books about metaphysics, introductions to metaphysics, surveys of metaphysics, and so on. But this is a metaphysics. It is an original metaphysics which is built from scratch. The fact that it is a metaphysics makes it very useful in doing metaphysics, not just reading about it or learning about it, but actually walking in the thoughts of the philosopher. This makes it an excellent introduction, not just to philosophy, but to doing philosophy.